Shame with Michael Fassbender and Carey Mulligan.
Yep.
I waited to see that movie for a very long time. I finally got a chance to watch it. I was so disappointed because, again, all of those people, I'm like, I hate all of you. I hope all have horrible things happen to you, because it's just like I got there was no investment, because I'm like, Michael Fassbender, you and your penis, terrible. You're terrible people.
The moral of the story is, accept the fact that at some point in the future, Michael Fassbender is going to fuck each and every one of us. Like, that's
yeah. And by the way, if you haven't seen it, I literally feel like his penis should get top billing, because you see it a lot in the movie.
What movie is this?
Shame.
The cowboy movie?
No. Shame, not Shane. Shame.
I'm like,
come back, Shane.
Michael Fassbender.
That's where I was at too, Max. I was like, Shane, is that a John Wick movie?
Oh, you guys watching The Last of Us?
Yes.
Okay,
very good.
We can get into. Oh yes, I just got caught up.
We need to get you on that show.
Thank you, Justin. Please.
We'll
This is the kind of show that I want to be on. Like, I'm not a Riverdale girl. I'm not a Sabrina the Teenage Witch kind of girl. I am a The Last of Us girl. Give me a zombie to fight.
What is going on, everybody? I love the fact that I don't have to stop the video now. It just stops for because we are back on StreamYards, and it is just a glorious, glorious thing. And Halia Jones is coming back to the show eventually, guys. She's been busy. She finally did go over to England for the premiere of her movie, so I cannot wait to talk to her about that. And today we've got Destiny on to talk about her book. Destiny's one of the friends we made over in Monaco. And, you know, speaking of favorite things from last year, one of the few times I saw Destiny actually sit down and enjoy herself was in this photo. So that was a good time. But welcome to the show, Destiny.
That may be one of the only times I sat down that whole week. But it was a great time.
Absolutely. Mike just put out an awesome stop motion video on his YouTube channel, everybody. So go check that out.
I was bored on New Year's Day, so yeah.
Hey, man.
Is that when you did it? That's awesome.
Yeah, for like 4 hours of my New Year's Day, because that's the thing with New Year's being in the middle of the week. I got nothing really to do other than just wait until I got to go to work the next day. So yeah.
I always take the days after New Year's off because that's when my PTO resets. So I've been off since New Year's, but like Christmas, I was off, and then it's back to work the next day. It's like this sucks. Because it felt like another day. Like Christmas, I got up, I did some presents, and then it just felt like a Wednesday, which is sad. I don't want it to feel like a Wednesday. Because we don't even close early.
Wednesday holidays. No bueno.
Ugh, the worst. But anyway, Destiny, tell us about your book.
All right. Fun. So I started writing it over a year ago. Hey, Peter. And it was just kind of like a notebook dream. It was like, this will never happen, but it's a fun thought. It keeps me busy, keeps me sane. And in the spring, I was talking to a friend of mine named Nancy, and was telling her about it and like sharing some of it with her. And she was like, "You need to do this." And so I finally did, and I finished it this year, or well, last year now. Published it in October, and just kind of seeing what happens. Working about halfway through the second of the series now. So
nice.
It's fun.
Yeah, since we started this podcast, I've been talking about writing a Christmas movie, and I just need to do it because it seems like I'm the only person standing in anybody's way to do anything is yourself. And what's up, Peter? I'm sorry I didn't say that. And just so you guys know, in the comments, I figured out that you can make people mods. So Peter's a mod. So if you're bad, he's gonna kick you out. I don't even know if he knows he's a mod, but accidentally made him a mod.
Peter.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, That's awesome. I've seen your work ethic in the short time we've known each other. I just don't know how you fit the time in to make a book. That's fantastic.
It's a lot of sleepless nights, really. My time management is really not that great.
That's awesome.
Are you gonna be doing like bookstore appearances and so forth to promote the book?
Yeah. I ordered a bulk order of some prints so that I could do like do some appearances and some like launches technically, because I haven't really even really marketed it very well yet. So I need to get on that, and the goal was to start that this year and really push it and get the series out there. Hopefully, my goal is published by Valentine's Day for the second book. Um, so hopefully that happens. And then I'll have the third one. I've already talked to a producer about possibly turning it into a television series, so that's fun. I'm really looking forward to that. It's hard to focus on writing now and not wanting to like make the next step but I'm like, I still need these steps first.
Yeah, don't George R. R. Martin us. Finish your series before.
We need
Yes.
DeAndrea says the book was amazing. I can't wait for the second book. So proud of her chasing her dreams. If you haven't read it, you must. All that hard work and a mommy, she rocks. She really does rock.
Jeez,
that's awesome. I imagine that the book is one of your top moments from last year.
Yeah. It was a big personal achievement of mine. I have a lot of fun things that were like family related or shows that were really cool. But as far as like just me personally, I think that was my personal top moment of the year, was getting a copy and actually seeing a physical copy of the book I wrote. It's like my third child now.
Justin and I are reading it right now, and we're both enjoying it so far. I can't wait to see how it ends.
50. Yeah.
I hate the way that
what's a series
Apple does PDFs though, because like PDFs for Apple are very, very, very small. So I have to like enlarge it, make it small, enlarge it, make it small. But I'm really loving the book so far. I'm gonna pick up a physical copy in Orlando, hopefully at Decade Days. Everybody,
definitely. I'll make sure you have one in Orlando.
What a good sales pitch. So when you thought of it, did you have an end in mind already? Like sometimes writers don't, sometimes writers do. So I was curious. He's like, do you know when you're ending, or do you?
I do. I actually I write very sporadic, honestly. I get ideas and I know like what I want to happen, so I'll write that down. I'll write it how I want it, and I'll go back and I'll write how I need to make it happen. So yeah, when I started the idea, I was like, I had a storyline in mind, and I was like, all right, well now how do I get from point A to point B? And so I think it'll be 3 books total. The second one, like I said, I'm working on now. And the third one will kind of be like the insanity of it all.
Well, that's sweet. Gotta get to 3. That's sweet.
We'll talk about the book throughout the course of the show. Let's get into some of our favorite moments of last year. And obviously, one of my favorite moments of last year was going to Monaco. I got to experience that with Justin, and it was a good time. Met great people. Some I'm going to get to see here in a couple weeks, and we've stayed in touch since Monaco. It's crazy, like how a small group of people can meet in such a short amount of time and then like connect in that way. That's been really, really cool. And yeah, that's definitely it's up there. It's up there
for sure. Yeah, I agree with you. It's a small little group of us that still talk a lot, and it's really cool to meet someone, know them for 5 minutes, and feel like you've known them your whole life, and just stay in touch.
What about you, Justin?
Monaco was super dope. So we just talked about that. So I don't want to like duplicate it, but I mean, Monroe's always fun, getting to see folks that we don't normally see. Get to hang out in Michigan for a minute. Yeah, there's the gang that was there. It's always fun to go back. I mean, we've done that con probably the most consistently across our podcast career, I would say, and our most involvement. And it's just a lot of fun to be there. See the same folks. It's fun to see the artist that sits next to us. I forget his name, but like he's become fairly Lloyd been very friendly to us, and he's really growing, like in terms of like his popularity, and it's cool to see like the progression, like the art he presents. Like, hey, I'm finally gonna be able to just do full time, I think, this year, which is great for him. I'm proud of him for doing that. Like, it's a lot of cool stuff.
It is really cool, and I need to be better at being in touch with him, because he'll just reach out to me randomly and just be like, "Hey, man, have a good day." And you don't get a lot of people that message you stuff like that. And yeah, Lloyd's a good dude. What about you, Mike? What's one of your top things from the last year?
Are we just talking like personal stuff then, or
whatever you want, man? Whole thing.
I mean, I just say in general, just another year where I'm able to kind of expand my, I guess, repertoire of stuff that I like to put on my channel, where I think I've pretty much found my niche where I like to just go out in nature, film things, whether they're narratives, whether they're just sort of like video logs, esoteric thoughts, and just setting them against a backdrop of nature, and just being able to get out into nature more this past year than I had previously. Like, I still take part in that instead of watching the Oscars, make a movie challenge every year, and this year had an idea for that, but then decided, you know what, this idea needs a little bit more time to gestate and to come up with more elaborate way of presenting it that I can in just this limited time frame. And as our guest was mentioning too, like trying to find the time to commit to that vision wholly. And then I put that film out, and it's probably the most honest and raw I have ever been in any of my videos or films. And so it's the one I'm most proud of, certainly, even though it's heavy stuff. But,
dude, you had me in tears watching that video. Everybody go check out Companion over on Mike's YouTube channel, youtube.com/Mike McGTV. Yeah, you had me sobbing. Man, I usually the stuff I watch over and over again on your channel is the stuff that we're in. Like, I watch everything you put out, but this one I have watched more than once.
Or the Emoji Movie review.
Dude,
oh my god, that was
you love that video for some reason.
I do, man. So good, But no, Companion hit me hard. I was not expecting that, because you put it out about the time it was about the anniversary of my daughter's mom's death when I was watching it, and it's a reflection on life and death. And damn. Yeah, you got me. It was good. It was very,
not
very
to
good.
give anything away, but
right now.
Yeah, not to give anything away, but yeah, trigger warning. I get into talk about mortality and reflecting on life and death and so forth, but do it in a different kind of perspective and way. So
that sounds really good.
It was very good. Very sad. Not sad, but sad. Emotional.
Cathartic.
Yeah,
cathartic.
Lets it out. Which is why, again, I think that's probably the highlight of my year, is like, even though it was difficult to put it together, like when you see me cry in it, it's like that's legitimately like me having a little breakdown on camera, but I am proud that I was able to feel comfortable putting that out there to the world. So that is probably the highlight of my year, so to speak, even though it's a downer.
Yeah, you should be proud of it. What about you, Destiny? What other things have you done this year?
Oh my goodness, we did a couple shows this year that were really great. My daughter turned 10, which was crazy, because it just doesn't seem like I should have a 10-year-old. And then the book. Yeah, I think I'd probably put the book as number one for the year. It was just one of those labors of love that you don't ever think it's gonna happen, and then when it does and you're holding it, it's surreal, and it was really cool.
So one of my highlights, I was hoping Autumn was going to be here tonight so I could talk to her about it, because we keep wanting to talk about it on the show, but stuff just happens. And Wicked, next week we do our top 5. I'm actually going to do my number 6 through 10, because you guys are going to be tired of hearing me talk about Wicked. But oh my god, I love that movie. Like, it was the highlight of my year. And me and Max talked about this a little last week. We went to the sing-along version, me and my daughter, on Christmas Day, and I sit down. And I'm expecting a spectacle in the theater. I want people singing from the rafters. Like, nobody sang. I was so sad. I mean, I still got to watch Wicked again, but nobody sang. I really wanted people to sing. Like, we're out of sing-along.
Did you sing?
People. I sang.
I 100% would have sang. How do you go to sing along and not sing?
Yeah, that's the whole point of the thing, right? You get your own little group of people to sing with. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to listen to Jeff Goldblum sing again, and oh my god, I cannot wait for the sequel. I've already Googled, like, I know what happens in the Wicked story,
Have you ever seen like the stage play?
Yeah, have you seen the stage play? It's very
Oh,
good.
I need to.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
need to.
gosh. Yeah, you need to.
Wizard
'Cause
of
it's
Oz is
so
my
good.
favorite. It's my favorite film of all time. So when I went into Wicked, I'd only seen the trailer. I think I was disappointed in the first trailer. I don't even know, but I was mesmerized. The music, everything. It was the first
Oh,
time
yeah.
I sat in a movie theater and felt like I was at a Broadway show. Like the theater experience had
Yeah.
that feeling. Yeah, oh my
It
god.
does. I've seen Wicked on stage twice, and the movie really holds its own to what it would be on Broadway. And when you love Broadway shows and they do movie adaptations, you're always worried about it, and a lot of the times it's never as good. And I think I've watched Wicked 4 or 5 times already, the movie version. So I think they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, as soon as I get the extra money, I'm buying it on digital because I can't wait to watch it again. But as somebody who did see the Broadway show, what do you think of the expanded? Because I know the Broadway show is less than 3 hours long, and this movie is almost 3 hours
Yeah.
long. So, like, what do you think of what they've added?
It was really good actually. I was worried about that too because I was like, what are they gonna take away? What are they gonna add that's gonna, mess it up? But it really did everything added to it perfectly. I like that they brought back the composer to add in the extra music scenes. Um, the special cameo in it is, incredible. So I like that they added a whole extra song and scene for them to be able to come in and do that.
Yeah, I like that too, which I noticed it the second time around.
Now, I was just curious for those of you who are the Wicked fans here. So obviously, movies based on musical, and do both the movie and the musical still take a lot of root from the book that all it's originated from, or like what liberties? Because I don't know if either of you have read
They
the book.
definitely make some changes, and try to make it a little more appropriate, than the book is. But they follow it fairly closely, yeah.
I was wondering just because I know the book is, the book, gets a little risque.
Yeah.
I mean, at times, and it's
Very.
I'm gonna read the book. I just ordered it from my library, and I didn't know it was a whole series. Like there's 4 or 5 in the Wicked series. I'm excited to dive in. Daniel says, I'd have to say my closest achievement last year was randomly decided to marathon through the Rocky franchise in less than 24 hours. It was totally spontaneous, but I love the Rocky series. Daniel messaged me and he goes, my girlfriend liked Rocky 5. And I told him, I said, you know what? When I went into Rocky 5, I watched it for the first time a few years ago. Actually, I watched all the Rockies for the first time a few years ago. And so I had all the negative energy for Rocky 5 going into it. And I didn't hate it. It just felt like an 80s action movie. Like even the fight at the end, it's totally in line with the 80s. Not in line with Rocky necessarily, but totally in line with the time. So I'm like, that's fine. To use Mike's word, it was fine.
I'm glad.
Did you throw Creed in there, Daniel, or is it just Rocky?
Hopefully, he went into the Creed series.
Yeah, I'd say like you'd have to throw the Creeds in there. They're part of the Rockyverse.
Yeah, it's a whole universe now.
Yep. Everything's a universe now.
Everything is.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this. I told you I'd tell you, Destiny. So my idea for my Hallmark Christmas movie, and I got Max to laugh when I told him this. Me and my Matt Talk co-host are going to write it together. So the local parking garage is being threatened by the big conglomerate parking garage to come in, bulldoze it to build the big parking garage. And the guy that's coming to take out the town parking garage that's been in this girl's family for her entire life, they fall in love, and that's kind of how it goes. But that's my angle parking garage because it's funny.
That's really on point.
What would we title? Love by the meter, like in terms of like a parking meter.
We'll see.
Love by the lot.
Have you seen Creed 3, Daniel? Creed 3 is so good. It is an acting just powerhouse to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it? I was going back to our favorite memories. Like, what hit me hard was when we were just doing GalaxyCon on our panel. That one guy was showing up for 10 years or whatever. Like, that was heavy. Like, it was some guy that's been to every one of our panels in Columbus, which is crazy because, like, that's greater than me. That's greater than like people like Mike and I jumped in later in the podcasting life of this thing. I think Mike was here probably more originally, but like
No, I think Mike
don't
was
know,
with
it's just
us from the
heavy.
beginning of Wizard World. Like
Sorry, Mike.
he jumped on quickly, like within the first 10 shows. But yeah, man,
It's the same guy I'm thinking of, right?
mhm.
I assume I have to be. I
Probably.
assume
Who was there with the Wizard World stuff too? Probably.
Yeah.
Front,
Yeah, the very-
front and center, right?
Yeah.
Very opinionated.
Yeah, dude.
It's funny. It's
Dude.
funny you bring that up, Justin, because we just celebrated 10 years, and like this guy was at our first thing. Like I don't know if Mike remembers this, but we had a girl ask for our autographs like after our panel. It was mind blown. And then to do it this year at GalaxyCon, not Wizard World, but it's the same kind of people, even though GalaxyCon's on another level as far as attendance goes. Wow.
What I loved about that first one was, she wanted our autographs, but we didn't have like merch necessarily that's our own. So we signed Watchmen.
We signed her copy of Watchmen that she won from our
We
panel.
signed another person's book for her. And I was kind of like,
awesome.
I hope this never gets back to, that writer who doesn't want anything to do with this book anymore.
It's fine. That's awesome.
But for the first time ever, like we always get like 15, 20 people that come to our panel, but we filled the room this time and we were able to capture about a third of them in a photo with us. But this is like the most recent group. It's kind of fuzzy.
Boy,
I
that's
apologize. But yeah, it was cool that we got to fill the room. Like there's people standing in the back too. And
That's incredible.
Yeah,
it was really
good,
sweet.
good.
Like, I think we had like 3 seats open. It was cool. It was
I do
really good.
I do miss that about not being able to be at cons with you guys as often anymore. The fan interactions always are a blessing. I mean, they can be kind of awkward at times too, but also they can be fun as well.
Definitely can have some awkward fan interactions.
Yeah, we've
I
had
don't know
some
if
too.
Luke
Not
Not of
necessarily.
fan interactions.
Not in person, but we've had online awkward fan interactions.
Yeah.
Random comments have been really good. Yeah.
Comments,
Which, by the
yeah.
way, we still need to get to that subscriber.
That
tier
subscriber number, yeah. Oh man.
So I can read that one comment in that one.
I was almost too just thunderstruck to even talk for 5. I was
Is
like,
is that why Justin's given up on getting us more subscribers? It's because of that
That's right.
comment.
Really paused on my whole editing thing.
I used to get messages from Justin like, dude, our goal this week is this number. I haven't gotten those since that guy commented that. I don't think he wants us to read it.
Oh, I don't care. Anyone that
Oh,
reads it will know it's a scam thing.
I want a whole section of this show now about comments. I need it.
Oh, you could. I mean,
I mean,
definitely
most
could.
likely, yeah.
Yeah.
That could be a whole episode. Ooh.
What are you all looking forward to in 2025, and what's a goal you hope to push yourself to reach this year with work or personally? One of my goals is to do more cons this year. I set that goal when we were in Monaco, and thankfully with Autumn, I'm going to be doing a few more this year. So I'm super excited about that because I like meeting people. It's one of the things that I really like. As somebody who is a natural introvert, the fact that I've kind of taught myself to be more out and going, I like meeting new people now. And that's one of the things I'm looking forward to going into this year. And one of my goals is also to write my Hallmark Christmas movie.
Yes.
And to tour some nursing homes with my Matlock podcast host. If you don't know, if you're listening, I host a Matlock themed podcast. It's stupid popular online. We have a lot of fans, and we want to go to nursing homes and entertain the older people, watch Matlock with them, and then talk about the show. So that's one of my goals this year.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Justin's
It's
like-
amazing the emails we get. It's a surprise every time.
Yeah.
As the producer of the show, all the feedback he gets regarding both this and Matlock, Matt Talk, I should say.
Yeah.
Gotten yelled at in a Matlock fan group because I posted that I liked the new Kathy Bates show. Some lady went off.
I remember that. That's so crazy to me.
I'm like, did you watch it? She's like, no, I refuse to watch that show. I'm like, why are we having this?
Kathy Bates one was pretty good.
It's Kathy Bates.
Yeah,
She's
she's
really
great.
good.
That's like the whole selling point of it is that
Right.
you have this phenomenal
Is-
actor.
That's how they did it. They're like, we know. As long as it's Kathy Bates, we're good.
What about
guess
you
that's-
guys?
That's part of the feedback that we were talking about too. Is like there's awkward interactions in comments, and then there's just the I don't like this, grr, comments, then you're just kind of like, whatever.
Always.
Yeah. Well,
Doesn't happen.
we're dealing in the commerce of fandom, right? Like you have strong opinions on everything. There's no lukewarm opinion on most of the stuff we talk about.
Sure. Pushing forward in 2025, I guess just to keep making projects, films like the one that I was talking about earlier, just honest expressions, whether, it's just me pontificating on stuff or whether I have an actual story I want to tell, and get more people involved in it, not just you all, but like other people and things like that. I love having y'all involved in projects with me, but next time I'm in town, I'm definitely gonna get you for in-person stuff like we did like 2 years ago.
Dude, I like that a lot. I mean, we went to the park, I think, right?
Yeah, we were in a park.
Yeah, and we went to Dan's house.
D&D like short film.
Yeah, it was dope.
Like, it's fun to have you all in voiceover stuff, certainly, but I'd prefer to like film and direct like people as opposed to just directing myself. So,
dude, I've known Mike and I. We went to high school together, and we went to our high school reunion, and we did filming stuff there. And I think that conversation, like 20 years later, we learned more about each other then than we probably did that entire course of time leading up to that. I really dug that. Yeah, we need to do more together. Daniel Snow says, and don't forget that one reviewer got mad at all the sexual content in Matlock. Yes, they did. Man. Yes, they did. And I still don't understand why. I love hearing men expressing rare feelings. We do that all the time. We did our 10-year anniversary. I think we were all crying at the end of the episode.
Dude, that was the most emotional we've ever been in this whole thing. I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like,
we get really... The sake helps with that a little bit.
It helped that Max was telling me how awesome I was, so I was sitting there.
My best friend likes me.
Thank you so much. Validation.
Yeah, exactly.
Max is like, Jason, you go to a con, become friends with a cosplayer, and they're friends for life. It's so true.
Yep, it's true. You have a rare ability to connect with people.
Sure. One of my highlights of this year, it kind of plays into our 10-year anniversary, and I want to hear Justin and Destiny's plans for this year as well. But again, it's...
Hey, Jason, Jennifer Candy here. Congratulations on 10 years of Three Geeks podcast. I was so lucky to be a part of it. Thanks for having me on. And here's to many, many more shows. Take care.
So for those of you that don't know, that are new, I'm a big John Candy fan. And when I found out he had children, I reached out to them. Both of them have been on the show. I text Jen and Chris occasionally on Instagram. And that was his daughter, Jennifer. And I asked her, I said, hey, we're doing a 10-year anniversary. She got that video to me in 20 seconds. Like, it was fast. And it just, again, warms your heart. Just thinking back, like, awesome. Last year was awesome. I absolutely loved last year. Justin, Destiny, what about you guys for next year? Or this year, I guess.
Go ahead, Destiny. Let you roll.
Well, obviously I have the book. I want to get the other ones out. I would like to have, by the end of the year, I'd really like to be to a point that I'm ready to start a series and be, have that done. I've talked to some people about, working with scripts and talking to producers. So it would be cool to have that finalized and, this time next year be like, well, we're getting ready to film, like that would be incredible. Definitely some more time with my family and more cons. Always more cons. Cons are the best.
Dude, Monaco 27 featured star Destiny. It could happen. Filmmaker Destiny.
There you go. Producer all around.
Yeah,
because I was thinking about this earlier when you were mentioning, like, okay, so you're doing, kind of a press for the book that's coming out. You're anticipating the February release for the next one, or later on release for the second one, and you're still writing. What do you read in between? What do you find yourself like reading and enjoying in between?
I don't much. I love to read, but when I started the series, I'm a very influenced writer. So I try not to like get into series. Like I have the ACOTAR series sitting down now because I can't touch it, because if I get into it, I feel like it's gonna change how I write, and it's such a struggle for me not to, because I want to and everyone's talking about it and I'm like, oh, I need to know, and so I just can't though. So I'm like, that's something I'm greatly looking forward to when I am done writing, is to go in and be like, all these books I missed while I was writing.
It's gonna be your nice little reward after all the work.
Yes. My little mini vacation with a stack of books
on top of the sales, but also like I get to catch up on my reading.
I think we do have a comment.
We do. Praying to see the book become a TV series. That would be epic for you and all of us who follow you, Destiny. That's awesome.
Sure.
You already got a nice little following in the comments. I love that.
I do too. Thanks, guys. Like the support. I'll have the next one to y'all soon.
What do you watch though in your spare time? Again, when you have it, because you said you saw Wicked 4 times, and that's not small chunk of the time either.
Right. Yeah, I saw it twice in theaters. Twice in theaters, twice since I've had it on the TV. And I realize it's the 4th and I got it the 1st, but it's okay. And then I tend to rewatch like comfort series, like Dexter, which sounds funny.
Comfort,
but
Comfort,
Just in space.
So we're rewatching now. Little crazy. It's okay. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Like Once Upon a Time, I really like that. I like the way they set up the stories in that and all the different twists that they have to it. So I just kind of go back and watch things. And I like background noise even when I write. So to have something I've already seen that it's not gonna like keep my attention while I'm writing, but it can be on. But Dexter's one that I'm gonna watch it no matter how many times I've seen it. And then that way I get to watch the new series once I rewatch Dexter again.
Are you watching Original Sin?
I haven't watched Original Sin yet. We watched New Blood when it came out, but I have not started Original Sin yet. I want to finish rewatching. We're nearly there. Deb just saw him kill the Doomsday Killer. So nearing the end.
Yeah, it's all downhill from there, but it's fine.
Yeah, all downhill from there.
New Blood was good, and I like Original Sin so far. My only critique of Original Sin so far is Sarah Michelle Gellar and Patrick Dempsey's characters have zero development. Like they're just there, and that's bothering me. But everything else about this new series is fantastic. Like young Deb, I think is phenomenal. She brings the art form to the word fuck, just like Jennifer Carpenter did in the original series.
Right.
And I'm really, really digging that. I cannot wait to see what they do with Resurrection as well.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited for that one.
But anyway, Justin, what about you? What are you looking forward to going into 2025?
Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. What do I got?
What is there?
Well, I just where do I start? So personally,
I'm so stressed you're about to answer that. You're like, oh, 25.
Yeah, well, I am stressed about trying to get this thing done. So I think some of you know that I was refinishing a table that I've got. It's been in my family for like 100 years. I'm on the chairs now, and those Sons of Guns take forever. Like I'm refurbishing, like I'm reupholstering, I'm finishing them and stuff. And like I'm not even done chair 1 because I've gotten so frustrated with doing it. And I have 6 of those Sons of Guns to do, and it's just gonna be a long time. So I'm hoping to get that done, just like personally. That was my whole today was me cleaning out my garage, make sure I have room to do the actual work on the chairs.
What kind of chairs are they then? It's a table and chairs.
Yeah. So like when the late 1800s, when my great grandmother came from England here, like they got a table and chair set, and that's been flown through my family to now till it's in my basement. Right.
Okay.
I'm just now trying to refinish the chairs because I think it's kind of cool that it's been like I think about like my father, his father all had like Christmas at like this table. So like I'm trying to like get it back to where it doesn't suck. But it's just a lot of work, and it's a lot of work that I don't know. So it's a lot of researching. Like, will this work on this wood? Like right now, I didn't know there's 3 different types of wood that go into a chair because it's different like strengths. So like when I removed all of the finish of this current chair, I thought I screwed it up because it's all discolored. Well, it's different types of wood, right? So like one's lighter, one's darker. I was like, am I done? Like, did I screw this up? But yeah, with that, and then for folks that don't know, I'm like professionally, I work in IT. There's a bunch of side projects I want to do with that I won't talk about here because reasons. But and then for here, I just want our channel to grow. Right, we've had such a long running thing that I would like us to get to 1,000 subscribers. Would be dope. Get better at editing, make our shorts pop more. See what more content we want to create. That's a little bit more amalgamous, maybe more fluid. It's probably a bright way to phrase it, but that's kind of what I want to do next year.
You know, Justin, you and I really dove into shorts and stuff last year. We grew more last year than we did the first 9 years combined. No joke. A lot of that's because of you.
Yeah, it was dope. I mean, we got a lot of good insight from people from Monaco, right? Like Remy and his daughter. They have a 4 million person subscriber channel. So I was picking his brain the whole time. So hopefully we can take some of that and grow our channel at least a little bit. It'd be cool.
One of the things I'm not looking forward to in 2025 is my daughter turns 18. I'm not ready for 18. I know you're experiencing it, Destiny, but the second you have a child, you're literally watching the time go by because it goes by so fast. From the second they're born, I just feel like you said, 10 years, 18 years is already gone. Like, you know, as Monaco this year, if we end up all going, I plan on taking Kylie with me. She's going to be 18. She can drink in Monaco. Like, she can go do stuff with us. And while that's on one level, that's kind of cool. I can bring my daughter out with me and my friends. But it's also like, I'm having an 18-year-old.
You bring your daughter out with your friends?
I can drink. Right. Like, wow. Right. Not here, but there.
Kylie's going to be
I used to realize when people were like, oh, don't blink. And now I'm like, no, seriously, don't blink.
Yeah.
It goes by fast. And another thing that happened this year is me and this guy celebrated 34 years of friendship. Can you believe I've known Max for 34 years? That's wild.
That's pretty sweet.
It does seem like you mentioned the whole idea of blinking. Like, it feels like literally like last year when all your kids were running around the house while we were all trying to record on laptops in your house when I first started joining up with you guys. And now it's like, oh my God, they're all teenagers now. Oh.
I feel so old. All of them.
I feel so old.
I just put it in the link below, Dandria. Yeah, they are all old. It's wild. But yeah, I cannot wait to see Monroe this year. Like Monroe, Michigan, to give you some more context, Destiny. We run that entire panel room and all the like events that happen there. We're involved with all of that. So we do all the celebrity panels, we do all the fan panels, we do the cosplay, and I'm looking forward to that and just the continuing because when we first started going, nobody went to that panel room, and then last year the panel room was full. Like they're not there to guess, obviously they're there to see the celebrities, but it's still cool that we finally have gotten people to start going to those panel rooms, and I love watching that little con grow because that's grown a lot since we started it 4 or 5 years ago. Dan was still with us when we started going there.
Yeah. Well, hey, one more thing I'm excited for next year is Thanksgiving at Mike's house. We're doing that. I haven't forgotten. I'm not going to not
agree
forget
to any of this.
It doesn't have to.
It doesn't matter. We know where you live.
I don't care about agreeing.
We have your address.
But the whole thing is we're doing my Thanksgiving cuisines, right?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, because you're not getting. Oh, my mom did give me a killer sweet potato recipe while I was home for the holidays, so I might implement that. But the rest will be weird.
Thanksgiving in Jersey. That's gonna be a thing. Be a whole thing.
Get ready for pork rolls galore.
We need to go to your mom's house for dinner. We need to make that happen, Justin. Me, you, and Max.
When Mike's not there.
When I'm not there,
just show up.
They love us.
My mom needs to take a break after the holidays. Let's just put it that way. She's catching her breath. Let's put that.
All right, we'll cook for her then.
There you go. I'm sure she'll appreciate that, or it'll stress her out even more.
Yeah. Mike, your friends are here.
You're doing that wrong. Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. If you want her micromanaging your recipes.
Yeah. Sounds like a mom in the kitchen.
Not because you're doing them wrong, just because she's like, I need to be involved somehow.
Oh no, I'm probably doing it wrong. That's not front.
I would be like, no, you're doing it wrong. That's how I would be.
I want to talk about this because I want more people to see this movie. Has anybody watched My Old Ass yet? That movie is really
No.
good.
Oh,
That's
I
the
thought
Aubrey-
it was going to be a
Oh.
rushy comedy. It's not. It's like got some heart to it. It's with Aubrey Plaza where she, meets her young self. I thought
Yeah.
it was really good. Like a really good movie.
her too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She thoughts and prayers with.
Yeah, didn't her husband just die?
Yeah, her husband just
Yeah.
died yesterday. I
was-
think so.
I was blown away because you go into a movie thinking it's one thing and it's not that at all. And it just mind blowing. That movie might make it into my top 5.
I
for the
saw
year.
ads for it, but I'll have
Oh.
to, is it on a streaming service right now, or
It's on Amazon.
it's on Amazon? Okay,
Mhm.
I'll have to add it. But yeah,
Later.
thinking about
Yeah.
Aubrey and her husband's family during this time.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
And didn't they like just get married recent years, right?
22,
together a
21,
long
22. one of the two.
They've
Yeah,
been together
yeah.
since 2011, and I think they got married
Yeah.
in 2021.
Yeah,
And he's only like 5 years older than us too, so I'm like, oh my god.
that's crazy.
All right, Mike.
Sorry. Watch my movie and you'll understand. Once I get on the thought process. Sorry.
Justin's like, I still got 10 years. I'm way younger than you guys.
It's all.
I know, yeah, you're the young pup.
It's still time.
What was
the-
it yesterday? We were doing an interview and Justin's like, yeah, that came out when I graduated. I'm like, you graduated in 2008? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Wow.
Jeez.
You're younger than me then. I didn't know that.
Justin's just waiting to usurp us all here.
That's right. The power is coming with age.
He's either waiting for us to age out of podcasting or till one of us says something
The
that'll get
One
us
Geek
canceled.
channel, the One Geek podcast.
Max said-
I've done it.
Max finally says the one thing that gets him canceled, and Justin's like, now's my chance.
Yeah, I've been waiting. I tried to warn you with that stupid bell thing, but you didn't want it.
The signs were there.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man.
just nobody listen to sports nerds and we'll be all right.
You haven't put out an episode of Sports Nerds in like how many years? Spurts Nerds?
It's personal.
We couldn't. His head would explode if he went back and listened.
Hey, don't put my name on it.
I wasn't there too, but I listened. I wasn't into sports. I just wanted to hear what Max would say next. But yeah, good stuff. What else did anybody watch this year? Come on, guys.
Watch From. Go watch From. Come on this year.
From
Go
was
watch
really
From.
good.
I discovered From. I gave it to Jason. Jason's now watched more than me, but that's okay. But yeah, From's great. Go see it. Go watch it.
It's really good.
I really like Dune Prophecy. I thought that was fun.
Me too. Someone said it was like slow, but I disagree entirely. I thought that was well paced.
Yeah, if anything, I felt like, wow, they're speeding through a lot of stuff pretty fast. I was like, I thought there was gonna be more than 6 episodes.
Me too.
I was surprised how short it was.
Did
Yeah.
no.
I get going, but it's always great to see. Happy to see y'all. Love you too, Peter.
But
Talk
who's
to you soon,
who's
buddy.
gonna mod for us now?
I know.
Oh.
Peter's on next week with Max. I gonna be.
I'll set the weekend.
There we go.
Bad Boys 4 is a good recommendation. Yeah, that's a good
I've heard
one.
it.
Oh man, now it's fighting words for
Yeah,
Max.
that was
Between
Well,
Peter
yes.
saying that and between you recommending it, like Max is gonna be like heated for
pretty
next
dope.
week.
Sorry,
pretty
man.
dope.
Not for
You're not
Bad
sorry.
Boys 4. Not just
Oh, for Bad
2.
Boys 2.
Just two.
Yeah.
It's
Bad
two.
Boys 2. That's right.
Yeah, he doesn't
That's
like that a bunch of innocent Cuban people were killed in the pursuit of these bad guys.
I mean, yeah, that is terrible, but also
Yeah.
it's not reality. So.
Yeah. What did you ever
What did
see
you
Raised by
hear?
Wolves, Mike? Because I think of Dune Prophecy.
I saw the first season of Raised by Wolves. It was interesting. I just didn't know if I had to follow through because it was a second season, right?
There was, and it fell apart to me at the second season. The reason I bring it up is the guy from Raised by Wolves is in Dune Prophecy.
Is he?
like
What's his name? Desmond Hart.
Yeah.
That's him.
And
Yeah.
he was such a good, like, unnerving character. I was like, man, he played a similar character in.
That's
Raised
who I
by
thought
Wolves.
it was. I didn't recognize him at first, but then I'm like, I've
Yeah.
seen him in other stuff. But,
Yeah. He was really good.
No, I like it, and I'm curious to see what they do because, yeah, like a couple of other people on the podcast here, I've read quite a bit of the Dune stuff, and even the Brian Herbert stuff that this is taking influence from, which it gets a little bit weirder with the non-Frank Herbert stuff. So I'm curious how weird they're gonna want to push the
Yeah,
lore.
I can't wait for what Worm son. Let's do it.
If there's going to be a God Emperor,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
So,
I think you want to save something like that for the movies, though.
Yeah, very briefly. That's like the end scene because I really don't want a Slytherin son like walking around.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they clearly have. Maybe that's why it was only 6 episodes too, because they clearly put a lot into the budget for the show. But at the same time, I'm like, you need a God Emperor scene on the big screen before you put it on the small screen.
Yeah. What about why am I spacing on the Game of Thrones TV show? It's not Game of Thrones, but
House of the Dragon.
Yeah, I really dug that this year.
That was the second season, right?
Right.
Was that this year?
I thought so. The very front half of it.
Right. It goes by so fast.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, that was this year. Oh yeah, I thought it was okay. You definitely felt the Zaslav behind everything because it was like they're building up to the big fight, the big war that'll come in season 3. Even though you could have easily done it this season, but we had to cut the budget because Warner Brothers likes cutting budgets now. So.
Oh yeah, we lost HBO became HBO Max, right? This year too, right?
It just became Max.
Discovery
title.
Just became
Just Max, right?
Yeah, it is just Max,
right.
which makes it extra confusing on here when Max is actually on the show because then he's like, "Yep, that's all me."
I did it. What else was there?
I never watched the Game of Thrones one, but that's, to be fair, I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Well,
I'm not a huge fan of Game of Thrones, like the other guys on here are, but fine.
I didn't get into it honestly until halfway through season 3 in real time. Like I didn't actually start making a regular appointment to watch the show in real time until like halfway through season 3, and then I caught up. And then as the original show went on, I was just kind of like, okay. I never read the books either, but even then I could tell like, okay, that's an interesting choice. I'm one of those people where it's like the ending wasn't the worst thing ever for me, but also I was like, it was a bit of a letdown. So when they did this. When they decided to do this prequel thing, I was like hesitant, but I'm also like, you know what? It works for what it is. I like the performances on it. The actors are giving it their all. Matt Smith gets to play another
Matt
weirdo.
Smith is incredible. Yeah, I mean, he's really good at that.
Yeah, that was me. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, it can be a lot of. There's a lot of like, it's either way too heavy at times or it's way too convoluted with regards to like, this person's related to this person, and this person is actually the descendant of this person, and this person might be this person, but no, fake out.
Yeah, that's why I gave up. Oh, God, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I kind of gave up on the books until he commits to finishing the series. I'm not going to commit myself to reading it because he gets so wordy with the stuff, how he explains it. Like I remember I think it was book 3 that it was 2 pages of him describing like the room and the food.
Yeah,
and I was like, man, like if you don't tell me like what's going on in this hall, it's not just about the food. That'd be really cool.
Well, yeah, he's only got 1 book left to go, right?
I thought 2, but maybe I'm
2.
wrong.
Okay. Well, until then, just enjoy his wrap-ups of the NFL seasons.
That's right. That's right.
That's what he dedicates his time to blogging about.
Yeah. Oh man. Whatever. It's all good. I'm not bitter.
You should finish the books, Justin. You finished them yourself.
Nope. It's not finished. If he doesn't finish the series, there's no point. That's one of my least favorite things to do. When I start a series and realize later, like what was it? The Netflix show, the After Dark, or whatever. The guy that did the vampire TV show, right? And then he went on to do it. They're basically living in a house and they have a bunch of memories and ghosts and stuff there with them. A bunch of kids that are dying.
I'm thinking, Are You Afraid of the Dark? It's not that.
Me too. I almost the same thing, but I forget what it was.
Completely different. I know it's the same similar kind of like.
Yeah. But either way, with that, like I didn't realize until I finished it that they canceled season 2. I was like, well, then why did I waste my time on season 1? Like,
the Mike Flanagan show.
Yeah,
that's what.
Yeah, I still thought that was pretty good.
They canceled it. It was good. That's why it frustrated me that they're not doing a season 2. But whatever.
Mike Flanagan, guys, I Netflix really dropped the ball with Mike Flanagan, just letting him leave and go to Amazon, and that show is probably what did it for them because they're, you cancel my show, I'm done. But I'm looking forward to his
Thankfully, he was
Dark
kind
Tower.
enough to give the ending wrap up on Twitter. Like he literally wrote out like a couple of pages of like, here's what was going to happen.
Well, I mean, there you go. There's some closure
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, he closed it himself, which I appreciate.
Dexter is such a good show to rewatch. I do
This is
agree.
so
The first 4
good.
seasons are really good. I don't mind 5 through 7. 8, I think, is
Yeah.
atrocious. And then New Blood was really good. But New Blood, again, is the same guy who did 1 through 4 and same
Yeah.
guy who's doing Original Sin.
And Michael C. Hall is just absolutely incredible as a person.
I agree, Daniel. I agree.
Yeah, Michael C. Hall's great. Did you hear that they're making a Trinity Killer prequel?
Are they? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Max
fun.
and I got into that. Max hates prequels, and he's like, that
that-
one I could probably see myself watching with Lithgow.
Is that the Lithgow character?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Is he-
it's Lithgow's character.
I think I remember you guys talking about where he's gonna do like voiceover like the Wonder Years.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
well,
would be
kind
so
of
good.
like what Michael C. Hall now in Dexter.
That'd
But
be
yeah,
so good.
but you know,
That
and
would
Max brought up a good point. See, unlike Original Sin, which is a really good, it's one of the best unnecessary shows that I've ever seen. We didn't see his, or like, there's episodes of Original Sin that we've already seen in the original series of Dexter, just redone with the new actors. And at least in the Trinity Killer's case, we haven't seen any of it. So
We haven't seen any of it. Yeah.
so that's kind of exciting, especially with Lithgow's involved.
Yeah. And that was such a good season. Like, he was one of the better killers they chased. So,
Lithgow can do no wrong, in my opinion. Like, have you all seen Conclave by any chance?
Not yet.
I recommend it. He's in that, and he is phenomenal. Like, Stanley Tucci's in that. Ray Fiennes is in it. Isabel Rossellini and Lithgow. They're like the heavy hitters, but the movie is just like really well done.
Yeah, I plan on watching that before next week's top 5. Says Lithgow
just in case
is
you need to add it.
underrated.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
agree. I agree.
Oh, I've been
Agreed.
giving him his flowers for years, ever since Buckaroo Banzai. Like,
I meant to watch Buckaroo Banzai. We talked about that last year, and I didn't watch it yet.
such a good. It's weird and it's quirky, but it is fun. So I think it's fun, anyways. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I've been enjoying this so far. It's technically not a 2024 thing because we've had 2 episodes in the new year, but Creature Commandos. It's the start.
I've dug it too. Is there a new episode out? I think
They
I'm
got
up
one
to
episode left next week,
Okay.
but
I've dug it
I've
too.
really been enjoying it. Like,
I've
I was very ho-hum about, like, okay, we're going to continue doing DC stuff, and James Gunn will do it. But I trust James Gunn because I know James Gunn can entertain me. And yeah, the show, it's funny when it needs to be. Everyone's putting their all into the vocal performances, but like episode 4 like broke my heart. Like, it's really
Was
sad.
that-
Weasel.
Oh,
just gonna
yeah,
say,
that
Weasel.
was super sad.
It was super
Dude.
sad, but like beautiful too. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
I
gosh.
agree.
I can't handle another animated show making me cry. Is it like X-Men 97 Gambit scene emotional?
I mean, I don't know because I don't know how emotional you'll get about because it's Weasel compared to Gambit. So
Yeah, the premise is very sad.
the premise
Like, I
is
looked
sad.
up- yeah.
Yeah. But like, it's interesting just because he kind of established a couple of these characters in his pre-reboot movie in the Suicide Squad. Like,
Yeah.
Weasel's there for like a minute and a half as a joke, but it's interesting that he took a character that was in his movie for like a minute and a half just to be a sight gag, and all of a sudden gives him like a fully fledged tragic backstory, and I'm just like, okay. You sold me, James Gunn. I'm looking for, like, I think I mentioned in the chat with you guys a couple weeks back, like, I'm more than curious about the Superman take now. Like, that trailer kind of sold me a little bit on seeing that in July, I guess.
Yeah.
So, and I
I'm
was
excited
really
for
like,
Superman
whatever.
too. Yeah.
And that's not, I didn't even care much for the Zack Snyder stuff at all. Like, I was very indifferent about that too, but I was just like, okay, this looks different. So
Definitely
Funny,
interested in it.
I haven't seen Creature Commando yet, but I know that, God bless the nerds on the internet, they have, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen Creature Commando yet, because I haven't, but you get to see Batman's like silhouette, and people are comparing it to stills of Robert Pattinson to try to confirm if they've done that. It's rumors that James Gunn and Matt Reeves have been talking about incorporating it. But it's just funny to me that they're looking at the side by side. It's an animated. They're not going to announce casting through an animated show.
It's a silhouette. It's a silhouette of a cartoon character. Just let it be what it is. But I get it though. People get excited for, and the whole fan casting thing. Like some people want it to be Robert Pattinson still, and then there's a huge camp for that Jack Ryan guy.
Oh my God,
Alan Richards. Like there's a lot of people who want him to be the Batman in that universe or whatever. And I'm like, cool. I mean, I just hope it's good. I just hope.
Yeah, just make a good thing. I don't care about the casting so much.
But yeah.
Be good.
Oh.
Be good.
Be good. Yeah.
Destiny, where can everybody find you online?
I am on Facebook and Instagram. I know my personal pages is tagged here in the video. The book has one. It's at the Secret City, and then just Destiny Sierra Findlay on Facebook. Can add me there too.
Awesome. And guys, come out to Decade Days. It's going to be a great show. Sawyer and Desmond from Lost are going to be there. I cannot wait to meet them. I am geeking out. I am so excited because Josh Holloway doesn't do cons. So I finally can start meeting some people from Lost. I'm super stoked. Jesse Camacho, friend of the show. I cannot wait to tell him about it because he's a huge Lost fan as well.
If you get to interview him, you gotta prompt him to come up with a nickname for you, like you did on the show for everybody else.
Yes, for sure.
Thanks for interviewing me, so and so or whatever.
Yeah. Interview guy.
Microphone McStickerson.
Everybody go to youtube.com/Mike McGTV. Check out all the fun stuff Mike has going on. The links to Destiny and Mike stuff is down below. And you guys, talk to you soon. See you next week.
Bye.